Hi there, students! Welcome to our class of Working with Numbers in Microsoft Excel, where we will be learning quite a few basics. So, let's begin with the chapter. Starting with a brief of data and information. Data is a collection of facts and figures which may include words and numbers that are gathered by observation, questioning, or measurement. When data is organized in a meaningful way, such as tables, it is called information. For example, the following data shows the details such as name, date of joining, mobile number, and salary of some employees of a company. Let's now begin with spreadsheet and its features. A spreadsheet is an application program used to store data in rows and columns, meaning in a tabular form. It can also be used to sort, calculate, and manipulate data. Examples of such programs can be Google Sheets, Microsoft Office, and OpenOffice. The features of a spreadsheet include that of it allows you to enter and store data in a tabular format. It also provides support for a variety of mathematical calculations on numeric data. Then, it can be used to generate charts or graphs of numerical data that can be used for quick analysis. You can also protect and secure sensitive data contained in a spreadsheet. And data entered in a worksheet can be validated. It means that you can control the type and value of data that is entered to ensure that it's correct. Let's see the applications of spreadsheet. It can be used for storing and editing data in a tabular form. It is also used for performing calculations on data and also in household finance planning as well as business accounts and budgeting. It allows you to create reports and invoices, and it can be used in companies to calculate the wages of workers, in a school and college to create timetables and report cards. It can also be used to represent numerical data in graphical form. Let's move to worksheet basics and also learn about a workbook. A worksheet contains columns and rows. Columns are vertical arrangements of data and rows are horizontal arrangements of data. The rows and columns that cross each other to form boxes, which are called cells. When you start MS Excel, a new worksheet is created. This worksheet can be saved on your computer as a file. This file is called a workbook. A workbook is given the name Book 1 by default. You can change this name while saving it to make it meaningful. And each workbook can have more than one sheet. Each of these sheets is called a worksheet. We'll now be learning how to create a new worksheet.
Step 1. Click on Start button. Step 2. Navigate and locate Microsoft Office. Step 3. Select Microsoft Excel 2010. Excel 2010 screen appears as shown below.
Let's learn a bit more about the Excel window now. The columns in Excel are named using letters such as A, B, C, D, and so on. And rows are named using numbers such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. A cell is named by its column name followed by its row name. For example, the name of the first cell is A1. The name box is what displays the name of the active cell. The formula bar shows the content. It can also be used for editing the content of the cell. And the status bar gives us information about the current activity. Let's begin with how to enter data. You can enter words into a worksheet. Words are also known as text values. The text is used to describe the data in a column or row. They're called spreadsheet labels. Similarly, you can enter numbers in a spreadsheet. For this, click on cell A1 and type your text and press enter. Then, for when we are done with our work, this is how to save a workbook. You can also save the worksheet on your computer. Once you have saved your file, you can open it anytime for making changes to it. So let's look at how to do it. Start by clicking the File button, then click the Save As button.
The Save As dialog box appears. Select Document's location from here.
Then give a name for the file and click on the Save button. Let's keep going and quickly see how you can select a range of cells in an Excel. You need to select a cell from where you want to start selecting a range of cells. Now, hold down the left mouse button and drag the mouse up to the required cells. The selected cells or cells get highlighted. Going further into our chapter now, we will learn about editing values in a worksheet. Text or number data in a worksheet are also called values. To enter a value, you need to select a cell and start typing. You can also make changes to the entered values or delete them. This is called editing the values. Let's begin with the first one, which is deleting a value. First, select the cell whose value you want to delete and then press the delete key. Next is about changing a value. Start by selecting the cell whose value you want to change and type the new value. The old value gets removed and the new value appears in the cell. Finally, press the enter key. We have arrived at the last topic in our chapter, which is using AutoSum function to add the values. The AutoSum function allows you to automatically total the numbers in a row or a column without entering any formula. You just need to click on the AutoSum function on the Home tab. Excel will then automatically enter a formula to total the numbers. Here are the steps to use the AutoSum function. First, select the cell range where you want to calculate the total. Then, in the Editing group on the Home tab, click the AutoSum command. And so, the sum of the values is calculated and displayed in the next cell as shown below. Now, let me teach you about all the keyboard shortcuts you can use while doing this on your own before we leave. The right arrow key moves one column right. The left arrow key moves one column left. The up arrow key moves one row up. The down arrow key moves one row down. Page up moves one screen up. And page down moves one screen down. Control plus Home moves to the first cell of the first row. And Control plus End moves to the last cell of a spreadsheet. This is all you need to learn to start using spreadsheets. See you in the next class, students. Until then, bye-bye.